I'm Winnie. I was 29 when I was violently raped in a park by a stranger. I had 39 separate injuries as a result of the attack. My rapist was sentenced to 8 years in prison. He served 4. Obviously, sexual assault is not an issue I really thought about much until I became a victim myself 7.5 years ago. I mean, I guess growing up as a woman, I'd always kind of had that fear of sexual assault, and you'd hear rumors, you'd hear about it reported in the media, for sure. And then 7.5 years ago, I unfortunately became a victim myself of a rather violent stranger assault. It took place in a park in the middle of the day. And from that moment on, my rape was quite widely reported in the media, actually. It was in the news, it was on television. And it was very surreal as a victim to be listening to these radio reports, these news reports, and realizing, oh, they're actually talking about me. So I just became very aware of the way the issue of rape is represented in the media. And there's a lot of misperceptions and misunderstandings. And it unfortunately does have an effect on the way survivors feel and the way that other people in the public think about the issue. And I think I just realized that needs to change somehow. And so it's kind of been a sort of long journey for me over the 7.5 years, obviously trying to recover from the crime to begin with, and then reclaiming my life, and then realizing, just asking myself, what can I do to try to change things? Obviously, there are so many rape survivors that don't feel comfortable sharing their story publicly, or even with friends or people they consider themselves close to. And that is a huge problem because obviously it's a very damaging experience to have gone through. It's very traumatic for a lot of people. And to stay silent about it and to not tell anyone is actually, I think psychologists will tell you that's actually, it's a very destructive experience to stay silent and feel like you need to hide it. So I think the opportunity to share a story online, even if it's anonymously, does present an opportunity for survivors to kind of unburden themselves, and then also realize that there are other people with those experiences, and to realize that they're not alone. Because the thing about this kind of crime is the experience of being a victim can be a very isolating one, especially because there's such a stigma and such a silence in society about the issue.